Systems and by FHP. Now, let's go live to Balloon Fiesta Park.
Good morning, everybody. Here we are again, and we're the Zebras. Oh, there they are. They're behind us. Johnny Morris with Nelson Martinez, Tom Rutherford, and our special guest, Charlie Gibson. Charlie's here for the second time.
I would speak, but I'm drowned out here. It is amazing. You've got the most colorful festival, probably in the country. Absolutely brilliant balloons here. And what do? We do black and white right behind us here.
The stripes, no less.
We've been invaded here. Who are these?
These are the Zebras. As you said, these are the referees from last week's Fresno State game, but the leftovers.
I did. I was asking if this was the group that called the New Mexico-Fresno State game. I'm sorry to bring that up.
Oh, we don't want to talk about that one.
Infraction.
Sounds like enemy territory to me.
Charlie, these are the launch directors. Rod May is the chief launch director, and Nita Courtney Bueno, and Joel Johnstone, and Sue Corlow, and Howard Corlew, and Howard Drollinger, and 100 Zebras help with the launch every morning. If you're in the side of a balloon basket, you can't see above you. So the launch directors stand outside the perimeter of the balloon, make sure the airspace above is all right, and they make sure the balloons don't run into each other when they take off.
You mean the people whose humor we've been listening to for the last 5 minutes before we went on the air are the people responsible for safety around here?
Would you trust your life to a Zebra?
They're trying to have all their fun right now. They get real serious.
I remember them from 5 years ago, and they do a terrific job.
All right, clear out, Zebras.
Thanks a lot. Good luck. Nice to see you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
What a way to start the morning.
Can you imagine somebody tuning in for the first time and seeing these Zebras just behind us?
No, they do good work. I'm teasing them, but
they're great.
However, they still haven't worked out all their zaniness yet, Tom. They're still a little...
Oh, yeah. They've got a while to go.
There they are, Charlie. They're coming to life right behind us. The balloon for the second weekend, actually, of the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta. They will come to life and fill the skies. So beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
This is the 20th anniversary of the Balloon Fiesta, Charlie, and it's been 5 years since you've been here. It's hard to believe that 5 years have rolled by already.
It's been 5 years, 1986.
And what big things have happened to you since then?
Well, good things have happened to me, but I must say have happened to this Fiesta as well. As we drove in this morning, there is a little traffic around, I know.
Yes.
But as we drove in this morning, it was amazing to see. I mean, the tents that line the way here, which was relatively modest when I was here 5 years ago. It's now a big
really
deal.
growing.
Hospitality tents all over the place, and you can tell the crowds are bigger as well.
And the first day of the Fiesta, 181,000 people.
Yeah, I asked Johnny when we came in this morning, I said, if there's 180,000 people here, with that kind of traffic, who are we broadcasting to? I'm not sure.
That's true about the population of Albuquerque, I guess. No, actually, there's so many people from out of town here that still a lot of folks enjoy watching it on television. And that's really the nice way to do it, too, especially if you've been out here several years in a row. It's kind of nice to stay home and watch it.
Well, the pictures are so pretty, as always, and I think you actually do get a pretty good view from television. Very good look. I remember when I was here 5 years ago, I sort of felt the same thing. There's so many people out here who's watching, and then we went out to dinner in Santa Fe that night, and everybody was saying, I saw you on television today. I saw you on television. So
last time you were here was just before you took over the reins of Good Morning America, and I was asking you, Charlie, do you think you have a chance? No, I don't. He says, I think they'll choose a big name. And you were what, White House reporter or whatever you were at
I was covering Capitol Hill at that point. This is probably a nice time not to be on Capitol Hill. I was in the running, as they say. It was the nice way of putting it, and was not at all sure that it was going to happen. I had some indication, but you didn't want to jinx it.
Sure.
And you were very nice
about that.
I
didn't jinx it.
When we were in commercial, Johnny said, I think you just dodged my question, didn't you? And I said, yes. And he said, okay.
Well, you've done a terrific job. You continue to do a great job, and you've really been well accepted on that show.
And, of course, Joan London isn't hurting you at all either.
Well, you've been very nice to us. Spencer was out a few years ago.
Yes, he was.
Steve Fox from our staff, I think, has been out the last couple of years. And your staff here was nice enough to invite us out for a few years. My wife and I remember the time out here 5 years ago so fondly that we wanted to come back, very much wanted to come back, and our children are of such age, they've heard us talking about it, blabbing on about this for 5 years, And so they said, gee, if you go out again, could we come?
Yeah.
And so the whole family's out, and we're going to have a
Well,
great time.
we heard reports from Steve Fox and Spencer saying, yeah, Charlie'd like to come out again. I said, oh, he's a big timer now. He probably wouldn't care to come back.
And your daughters, you said your daughter was talking about bungee jumping.
Yeah.
Well, I'm telling tales on her, but when she drove up from college yesterday afternoon to join us to get the airplane to come here, and she had been having lunch with one of her college pals, and mentioned to her that she was coming out to New Mexico this weekend to go ballooning, and her college chum said, well, amazing coincidence, I'm going to be ballooning this weekend as well. And Jessica said, my daughter Jessica said, oh, terrific, and she said, yes, I'm going to be bungee jumping.
From
out of
which
balloon.
time?
And so our daughter said to us in the car, gee, could I do that, Mom, Dad? We discussed it. I think it's a moot
Charlie
point,
said
but we
with
discussed it.
the $400,000 he's spending for a college education, he doesn't want to risk it on a
That's right.
rubber band.
I don't want to risk it all. That's exactly right.
Let's pause for a minute here and call in Tom Rutherford. Tom, you ready to talk to your guest?
John, one of the most exciting new aspects of the Balloon Fiesta in the last couple of years has been the United New Mexico Special Shapes Rodeo. United New Mexico Bank came to the Balloon Fiesta a couple of years ago and wanted to do something to help take the Fiesta one more leap, and kind of a bold experiment for everybody, but United New Mexico wanted to go ahead with it, and we're sure glad they did. You had record crowds yesterday, didn't you, Sandy Miller?
Yes, we did. The Special Shapes Rodeo, we had record number of balloons, 45, and 2 days of record crowds, about 150 the first day and about 170,000 yesterday.
You kind of helped to babysit the, trying to think of a, never mind, the Miss Penny,
Yes.
the piggy bank balloon.
Yes, Miss Penny, our new balloon, yes, I'm her mom, yes. And she's been a big hit this year. We've really had a good response to her, so.
We had Special Shapes here yesterday and Thursday from Belgium and Canada and France, Japan, and throughout the United States. It was really fabulous. 45 Special Shapes entertaining the Tyrannosaurus Rex and tractors and Slick, the punk rock star. It's really been something.
Yeah, like I said, we had a great variety this year. Definitely Slick was different than the other shapes, yes. And we figure there's probably only about 15 more shapes that we don't have here this year, and so we're going to try to get a bigger show next year.
Great. We'll look forward to next year's United New Mexico Bank Special Shapes Rodeo. Sandy is going to go help get the pig waked up this morning and into the air, and of course our cameras are going to be on board the United New Mexico Bank balloons. Thanks, Sandy.
That's the balloon Charlie Gibson and his family are going to be on, the Miss Penny balloon. That's a terrific looking balloon. I don't know if you've seen